What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is NFTs Culture, and I'm your host, DaDexo. And today we're going to get dirty and deep into whether or not NFTs are a bubble. If you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a sub right now because your life and your future depends on it. No, really, we talk about really cool stuff. We've discussed what NFTs are. We've discussed how to get into NFT drops, how to buy NFTs, and we basically talk about everything NFTs, as the name is NFT Culture. But today we're talking about whether or not NFTs are a bubble. It's a big topic of conversation within the space, and we're going to be referencing it to the previous .com bubble because there are a lot of similarities. For those of you who don't know me, my name is DaDexo. I do have a channel, I do tweets. NFTs Culture also has a Twitter, and in the previous video we told you exactly why you should be following those channels, and if you don't know or didn't watch that video, too bad for you. You're going to be missing out. But anyways, to jump into today's video, we're basically taking a look at the conversation, are NFTs are a bubble? Yes. End of video. No, it's more complicated than that. Yes, they are. It is in a bubble-ish state. You know, it's a little bit bubblish. Because there's a lot of money flowing in, and it's just hype and excitement mania right now. Because what happens is somebody buys an NFT for 0.5 Ethereum 6 months ago in March. They buy a monkey, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, 0.5. And 0.5 back then is, you know, it's a decent amount of money, couple, maybe $1,000, maybe a little bit more. And then all of this kind of market movement starts to take place, and all of this excitement and growth, and crypto starts going up, and their initial investment not only goes up, but the hole in the store of value of this collectible starts going up, and these people now make hundreds of thousands of dollars from selling this. And when you make hundreds of thousands of dollars buying a monkey JPEG, you go and buy more monkey JPEGs, you know, not just monkeys, but you get what I'm saying. There has been a lot of money made in the space, and a lot of it's being reinvested, which is a good thing. But the byproduct is this cash flow. There's cash flush, mother truckers out there right now. And there's also a whole bunch of people with FOMO who don't know what's happening, and they're gonna get burnt. You're gonna get burnt if you rush into NFTs right now. You will. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you'll probably get burned in the next 6 months, you know, because the project's going to fall flat, because it's such a new thing. People don't know what fundamentals are yet. You know, they see monkeys that succeed and they're like, oh, wow, I'm going to go buy koalas. You know, it doesn't work like that. I mean, it can, and that's another reason why people say it's a bubble. The point I'm trying to make is right now, I think NFTs are in a bubblish state, like the .com bubble, where .com addresses were getting sold for crazy amounts of money. And I do think a lot of that money is going to disappear, because a lot of these projects are based off of hype and just collectibles, and we're in a state with lots of new people coming in and lots of money. The minute we hit a bear market, oh, there's going to be blood, man. There's going to be blood, and only the blue chips are going to survive. And I think this great culling of projects is coming. The great project culling, I dub it that. It's coming, and the biggest projects will survive because NFTs are an amazing vehicle. NFTs are a new technology for business, right? That's how I look at them. They bring art and investment together, but they are a business vehicle, and more so kind of democratize investments. You know, to unpack that, it enables lots of people to invest small amounts of money into a project to make more money to pay back dividends. That's one use case of NFTs, which I think are incredibly successful. Another one is value offering. Gary V Friends, you know, you get access to conference, you get access to him. It's all about value offering in NFTs. If you just buy something that is something and it's a part of a collection and that's it, and there's no well-known artist, there's no extreme hype like Mechaverse, and we saw what happened there, then it's inflated. You know, there's a lot of inflation right now. There's a lot of excitement right now. There's a lot of kids and young adults with so much money that they aren't doing due diligence, because I'll tell you what happens when you work a year for $1,000 savings. You will be goddamn careful with that $1,000 because of how hard you work for it. When you make not even five, when you make $150,000 in 4 months from your $1,000 investment, you will be a little bit less careful. And I'm not trying to generalize or speak on people, but that is just generally what happens. Money, easy come, easy go. And not everyone's like that, and a lot of people are careful and a lot of people are smart. I get that. But I think that's just a bit of reasoning for the movements we're seeing at the moment. And I'm not in any way saying NFTs are dumb or not the future. NFTs are my life right now. I just think that projects that aren't innovating or doing something crazy with utility and access are not going to make it. And buying into projects right now that don't do those things is incredibly risky. And if you do, you need to make a distinction in the space. Does it give me something? Does it make me something? Or is there value beyond the token itself? You know, what does the token represent? Split it between token representing something and token not representing something. And by not, I mean arts or profile picture projects. And those can be successful. You know, you can invest in good artists, but then you're investing in art. You know, you have to make the distinction. 15,000 meerkats is not art. I'm sorry, they're illustrations, and they can be very good illustrations, but they are not worth $400 or $500 each. And when you pay that, you're going to get burnt. If the meerkats are launching IP and they're going to build businesses around that IP that makes money and pays back the holders, now you're investing in a project's IP, intellectual property. You know, like Star Wars, like Lord of the Rings, like that. That's the kind of thinking that I want you to be on, you know, and it's not common right now. It's not common at all. So that's why you should be subscribing to me on YouTube, subscribing to NFTs Culture on YouTube, on Twitter, following us, because this is the kind of information, these are the kind of projects we talk about. So I mean, it's not a super techie or a super in-depth video, but this is the thinking and this is the approach that I want you to maybe take into account going forwards. Do not buy NFT projects that promise things down the line. Don't buy NFT projects that promise video games down the line. You know, don't buy into NFT gaming projects, more specifically, that don't have any gameplay, or use demo packs from Unity and have just made something to MVP to sell you. Because what NFT projects do is they recuperate lots of money. They gather money, and then they either take that money and run, or they build something with it. Now, the most successful projects are ones that have invested into building something before they ask you for money. Because when you buying the NFT, you think, oh, it's $400. You might not even think that, oh, it's 0.1 Ethereum. For them, it's 10,000 times 0.1 Ethereum. And of course, they have some small setup costs. But with this $1 million that they've just made, or $500,000 or whatever, ask yourself this: if they are not public, you know, if they haven't shared their names, if they haven't shared their CVs or their professional experience, if they haven't shared who they are, and they can vanish like this, what do you think they're going to do with $500,000? You know, when the community starts to flop and they don't really deliver anything because they want to make as much money as they can, and then the project becomes a fail, what do you think they're going to do? Just putting that out there. I'm not saying this is what all drops do. I'm just saying this is what a lot of them can and most likely will do. So just think of it from their perspective. You know, put yourself in their shoes and ask yourself these kind of questions before you buy into a job. Because this is a bubble-ish territory, and a lot of things are gonna pop. I don't think NFTs are gonna pop. You know, .com bubble didn't disappear. You're watching me on .com right now. But you get what I'm saying. A lot of things are going to disappear. So be careful. It is a bubble. We're in a bubble. We're in bubble territory. Be careful with your money. I'm not saying don't invest in NFTs. I'm very invested in NFTs. Just be goddamn careful and keep that in the back of your mind so it doesn't catch you by surprise. Anyways, this has been NFTs Culture. My name is DaDexo. I'm your host. Make sure you drop a sub, hit the bell button, do a backflip, and do everything we ever ask you, because that's how things work. Otherwise, take it easy, fam. See you in the next video. Peace.